Welcome to another vlog, guys. This is Thursday, May 29th, 30th? Losing track. I don't know. Welcome to Flipping to Freedom. That is the new vlog name. This is my journey to become a full-time reseller. I make videos to tell you something that I'm doing every day for the business. And hopefully one day being able to do this full-time. Didn't make any other sales last night. Didn't really get to take any pictures or anything like that. I did a lot of stuff with the software that I'm using, Flipwise, getting it ready, going in and optimizing it to where it reflects the correct cost of goods for sold items and for items I have listed and stuff like that. But I did take 5 items last night on eBay, 5 of my oldest items that are listed, and I ended them and then I relisted them and then optimize them. Now it is very good every now and then to maybe do that daily, every other day, to go take like 3 to 5 of your oldest listings and just look through them, maybe do research on them again, see if the prices has changed, everything like that. Basically re-optimize that listing, get it back up as a fresh listing so eBay sees it as a fresh listing and gives you a better opportunity to sell that item. So that's what I did last night. So here we go, here's our only sale. This was my friend's game that I showed you in yesterday's vlog. So we're gonna take this to the post office. I don't know if this is gonna fit. This is kind of a wider box. I don't know if that's gonna fit, but we're gonna find out. Let's get this guy a treat, and then we will get out of here. What do you think, buddy? You want a treat? Oh, look at those ears. Oh, he does, he wants it. All right, let's go. Okay, that was my bad. That box did not fit, but you remember a couple of vlogs ago, I said that was the first time I almost got a box stuck in the drop-off. This one is stuck. Yeah, so it is stuck. I even came out to my car and got my tire tool for my jack and was pushing the box through, and I shoved it almost all the way through. I couldn't pull it back, but it will push through. All I gotta do is be able to get both hands on it, and you can pull it through like pretty easily. Just from the angle I was doing it and like getting my hand in there, I couldn't push it all the way through. So I have no doubt that somebody can grab that and pull it through very easily. But I just hope that they do it before somebody else tries to put packages in the drop off, because I hate it when people do that and get it stuck and you can't drop it off. But there is 2 drop-offs, so I don't know. Hopefully somebody sees it pretty soon. Today we have a buyout after work, another buyout from somebody. I've been talking to this guy for a couple of weeks. I found him on Facebook Marketplace. He lost a lot of weight as well, and he has 3 big bags of clothes. He says there's over 60 items. Now today's buyout's gonna be a little bit different than the buyout from my friend. Like my friend yesterday, by the way, I ended up offering him $200 for everything, and he agreed. That gives me a potential ROI of, I believe, like 239%, something like that. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's 33 items that I picked up yesterday from my friend, and today I'm picking up over 60. So we're gonna be picking up close to 100 items this week. So that's plenty of work to do. But today's buyout's gonna be a little bit different than my friend's yesterday. Like, you know, I went through his clothes, I did research, and then I offered him an amount based on an ROI percentage I was looking to get back on eBay, and I calculated that beforehand, accounting for shipping, accounting for fees, and all that good stuff, right? So I think once you start doing that and you get a good handle on what you'll get in return when fees and shipping and all that is considered, then you could really start to manage your money correctly and see it start to come in at a pace that you'll be really comfortable with. But today, the 3 bags that he has, he just wants me to take all 3 bags, and 60 items without me knowing what's in the bag. He's told me there's nice clothes. There's even clothes that have never been worn or worn once. And they're brands like Polo, LL Bean, stuff like that. He didn't really give any other brands, but without seeing anything, I offered him like $3 per item. So I think that ended up being, I offered him like, I think I rounded it down. I offered him $200 for all 3 bags, you know, me taking a gamble. And he said he found some other items as well, and he was gonna throw those in the bag, and I could have all 3 bags if I would come up to $225, which I think is still more than fair. That still puts me less than $4 per item, I'm gonna give him $225 today for all 3 of those bags. And that's gonna be between, I'm guessing it's gonna be between 60 and 70 items. We'll see. And I'm also hanging out with my girlfriend tonight, so I'm actually gonna pick her up after work, and she's gonna ride with me to pick up this stuff from this guy, just so we can have some time to chat, like in the car, and then we're gonna go to dinner and just spend some time together. So I'll have a lot of work to do this weekend, although I do have a seafood boil, kind of like a summer party get together with a group of friends. I haven't been hanging out with friends a lot lately, so we're gonna take some time out on Saturday to do that. I know I need to do some work. If I don't want to become disconnected with my friends, and I don't want to go crazy either, like just working all the time. But like I'd say 95% of my free time is either going to spending time with my girlfriend or working on the business. So I do have another big announcement for you guys, but I'm gonna save that for another video. There's something else happening in my life, and I see it as a very positive thing. And not only is it going to help me personally and be a positive move forward in my personal life, I really think it's going to be positive for my push to go full-time reselling as well. All right, I got about 10 minutes before I clock in. If I think of anything else, I'll come back, but gonna listen to some more of the podcast and then get to work. Guys, I did the buyout after work today. I picked my girlfriend up. Me and her, we drove down. We met this guy, and he had 3+ bags of clothes to give me. I paid $230. He said there was over 60 items in all these bags, but there has to be more. There has to be more than 60 items. Look at this. Ugh. Look at these massive bags of clothes. $230. Do you think there's $230 worth of stuff in these bags? If there's 65 to 70 items in there, and I can use all of them, which is unlikely, then we're still good at that $3.25 range. The less items I'm able to use or sell, the more that number per item goes up. So we'll have to figure it out. I don't know what the tally will be when I'm done, but I'll let you guys know. Let's go through a little bit of it right now. It'll be way too long if we go through all of it, but I'm gonna go through a little bit of it now, and I'll show you some of the more interesting pieces. All right, I kind of did a rough draft of what I think I might be able to sell, right? He vastly underestimated how many items he had, and that's good, because I had to throw away 41 pieces, but he had 111 items in these 4 bags. So that means if you're doing the math, I was able to keep 70 items. We're not gonna go through all of them. I'm just gonna kind of skim, because to be honest, there's nothing amazing. I think just a lot of this is good, solid inventory that will sell and will move and that will make us some money. So let's just say I'm able to sell all 70 of these items. Then I paid $3.28 per item, which is fantastic. Now, let's take a look at everything. Here is the pile. Now, we started this venture off when I was looking through bags. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Because, and this is my fault. I'm sure, you know, the guy didn't know. He's like, oh, I'm gonna give him this trash. Who knows, he might can use it. But there were a lot of pairs of pants with like the whole ass ripped out of them and like huge holes like in the crotch. There were shirts with awful stains, huge holes in the shirts. That's typically stuff I would just throw away. But here's what we got. There's some Crocs here. That was good. We got these shoes. I've never heard of them, but they look like they're in decent condition. These shoes look like they're in great condition, but there's no brand on them. I have no idea what brand these are. Then we have these shin guards, extra small, that are still in the plastic. So I don't know how much those are, but you know, whatever, we'll sell them. So starting off at the top here, we're doing good. We got a really good Orvis shirt. No, I'm sorry, that's LL Bean. LL Bean as well. So these American Eagle pants look like they've never been worn. These Banana Republic pants look like they've never been worn. Banana Republic shirt. There's a lot of Banana Republic in this pile. There's also a lot of Polo, vintage, like late 90s, early 2000s Polo. More Banana Republic. We have a few Patagonia pieces. This is probably the best one that I got, the Patagonia piece. It's in really good condition. I believe that's going to be a vintage Patagonia as well, like late 90s. We have stuff like Redhead. There's a bunch of like vintage late 90s, early 2000 cargo shorts, and believe it or not, those do really well. Like, I've never heard of this brand, but this is a 90s brand. It's like a Lake Tahoe shirt. There's Orvis. I'm out of breath, man. I've been Banana Republic. There's a vintage Ralph Lauren. Another Banana Republic. I don't know this brand. I think I've seen it in the thrift stores before, but it's in great condition. There's a ton of Columbia stuff in here as well. LL Bean. This is late 90s, early 2000. LL Bean looks like it's never been worn. Banana Republic. But I'm also, like, this Banana Republic's got some stains on the front, but there's no way I can show you that. We're going to see, you know, my girlfriend said she wants to help. There's Duck Unlimited, LL Bean. A lot of this stuff is late 90s, early 2000. Redhead again, Columbia. We can't go all the way down, but I'm just giving you an idea of what we have here. It's even hard to film it, right? So right here, but you can just see what all we have. And there's another polo, and it just goes down, right? Look at all this. Look at all this. So there is a ton of stuff here, and my girlfriend says, you know, she wants to help. She's good with stains, stain removal. Speaking of her helping, I wish I had a before picture, but you see this polo shirt, right? It's like a late 90s, early 2000s polo shirt. And look at this. Look how good it is. I wish I had a before picture, but this was in a trash pile. I had thrown it to the side. This came in those bins that I bought for $10. I had thrown this to the side. I was going to throw it away, literally. I wasn't even going to donate it to Goodwill. I was going to throw it away. And she said that she's awesome with stains. So I said, you know what? I got one for you. And I gave it to her, and I can sell it now. I can sell this shirt now. It was awful. And she revived it, and it is able to be sold now. So with that being said, I've got some work for her. And I'm just going to start listing the ones that are in good condition. And as I get to the ones that need stain treatment or something like that, I'm just going to throw them in a bag, and I'm going to give them to her and see what she can do with them, you know? And well, I think it's a good opportunity to see what we're capable of when it comes to stain treatment. And if that becomes something that we're really good at, that opens up the door for, you know, buying things that most people would pass on. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, $230 for 70 potential items to sell. Like I said, it's like $3.28, 26 cents, something like that per item. That's good. And I just did some math, and let's say we can't list 20 of these, and I think that's an extreme number. Let's say we can't list 20 of these. I'm still paying $4.60 per item for what we have here. So all in all, I think this came out good, but it is a learning experience, because in the future, when I do bulk buyouts like this and people just want to get rid of their junk, even in situations where I'm not going to pick through it, I'm just going to pick up the bags and take them. I'm going to tell them, please, please don't include items where the ass is completely torn out. There's no zipper. There's no buttons. There's huge holes and stains in the shirt, like ridiculous ones. You know what I mean? Like, I should have shown you a couple of pair. But, you know, and I'm not blaming him. So, because I didn't specify that. He didn't know. He's never done this. I've only done it a few times, not really at this level. So it's a learning experience, you know, but I'm still going to make money. I still think this is good. $4.60 per item. Even if I only am able to list 50 of these, I still think it's a win. So that's it for this vlog. I don't know. I have so many vlogs I haven't edited yet. I don't know how these are going to work out, but it's really late and I got to go to bed. I got to go to bed because I got to get up early in the morning. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Take care.